With October being South Africa's Mental Health Awareness Month, we wanted to get a better understanding on how well the workspace has adapted to accommodating various mental health conditions. More specifically, we're focusing on bipolar disorder. The condition is associated with episodes of mood swings ranging from depressive lows to manic highs. And my trusted colleague, Dr. Nosipo, has managed to spend some valuable time with someone who's willing to share their story with us.
Today, we're in Roodepoort, where we're about to meet Nongceba Jika, a middle-aged mother of one whose family has had a lifetime of dealing with different mental health conditions. Let's go hear their story.
The only thing is that my mind is running at a rapid pace. I feel to a point I can't even keep up with my own mind. And then I kept saying, I'm not hearing voices. I'm not seeing things. My mind is racing. I cannot sleep. And I'd be crying and crying. I'd even be praying, say, God, you said you will never sleep nor slumber so that we may sleep. That is all. I just want to sleep.
Hello everyone, my name is Nongceba Jika and I have bipolar 1. I want to say I'm happy. When I say I'm happy, it will be in relation to the past 2 videos that you've seen, whereas I would say in relation to the past 3 videos you would have seen. It turns out one of them I had uploaded in my head. When I say in my head, it means it's been sitting in my drafts and I thought I had uploaded it when I hadn't. So today I'm gonna make this video in 2 parts because you must have noticed, some of you, those who haven't, please do take note of the fact that I'm now venturing into YouTube as a result of the SABC2 interview, which was well, and I'm very grateful for the exposure. But then I found that there was no cramping a whole 30 years into a 20-minute segment. So certain things I feel were not said the way I would have wanted to say them. Of course, I had to do a lot of editing because I talk. I think you yourself know that on average I talk for 25 minutes. So that's why I would then need another platform like that. So this particular video, I want you, when I say I'm happy, I'm going to upload a little bit of the SABC2 interview for proprietary purposes. I hope that's the right word. I'm not allowed to upload the whole interview, so I'm going to have to do it in bits and pieces. And I'm going to go back to that video that I said I uploaded in my head, which by that I mean was sitting in my drafts. Then I'll come back and explain to you why I would say I'm happy. Bye for now. Hello everybody. My name is Nongceba Jika and I have bipolar disorder 1. Although I have been feeling a bit like a 2 this past few days. We differentiate between 1ers and 2ers because with bipolar 1, we normally become hypomaniac. We get on highs, whereas with 2ers, they are more prone to be low and get on these downers for reasons that seem like they do not exist. We all know that I went on the journey as unfit as I am. I committed to doing it and I became very proud of doing it. Yes, I had known my limitations and committed to a 5Ks, but I ended up doing a whole 30. Because as I was getting ready for the journey, I then had a 2008 memory. Can't necessarily call it a trigger, it was just a very vivid memory. Then I counted from 8 to 2023, it means it's been 15 years. So I told myself I'm going to do it for 15 years. And I remembered how it was in 1993. I first saw my mom. And I decided I'm doing it for 30 kilos. kill for every year that I had to deal with this. It's Mental Health Wellness Month this year. I've had a friend of mine come out of hospital after me having encouraged her and finding me like this and then thinking, oh, clearly. When I was how I know I know what I like it. It's a battle. It's a daily battle. Some days are easier than others. Some days are just hard. This is where I'm supposed to be going. You can do this. Take your medication. Yeah. It's been 30 years and I joked not so long ago about how I almost got swindled. I joke when life is showing flames, and then there comes a time like this when I've had so many kids. I should be on the rooftop, not to jump, but to shout from the rooftop. And yet it just all feels so meaningless. As much as I thought I'd be doing this wearing my medal and all about the 30 years, but I think I want to highlight suicidal thoughts. Because when you look at what usually makes you happy and it doesn't anymore, you look at the person that you know that you love, but your eyes are just blank when you stare at them. When things happen that you know usually make you happy and for whatever reason they just don't mean a thing. They just don't mean a thing. That's usually when it probably makes sense to be able to just stop it all. But today I want to come out and say, even as somebody seasoned 30 years, I do get those moments. The only thing that keeps me going is that they pass. They do pass, everybody. They do pass. It may not seem like it. Yes, it does not seem like it right now. You know what people say, we don't cry on camera. But I just thought, just be vulnerable. But throughout that vulnerability, I hope you do get the takeaway. And the takeaway is that it does pass. It's an imbalance. The chemicals are out of sync. Continue doing what you need to do. You will get back into balance. Thank you, everyone. My name is Nonqeba, and I have bipolar disorder 1. And we are still here in this month of October to say that you are not alone. I feel like this is not particularly encouraging, but you can see through the pain and hear the message that the meaninglessness, if there is such a word, it does pass. Don't let it overwhelm you. It does pass. It does pass. It does. Hello again, I'm back. When I say I'm happy, my happiness is not determined by these exciting things that I've acquired. Or I'm happy because I bought a new car. Or I'm happy because I got a promotion. No, that's not how I measure it. I'm happy. And yes, this is my happy face. Number 1, I finally found a spot in our little cocoon that I'm comfortable with. You will remember I'm most comfortable when I'm sitting on a dining room table like this. So I remember my daughter and I moved. So for the longest time, we've been trying to find our feet. And when I say I'm happy, it's because, number one, she has now fully settled into a school. Remember, she started grade 8 in one school this year. Then midterm, or even the first quarter, she had to go be a new kid at another school, and I literally uprooted her whole life, which could be regarded as a bit unfair, but she is one of those sweet children who understand. She knew why we had to do it, and for the longest time, I could see how she was making do with everything. But right now, I'm happy to say I see that she has adapted, and it warms my heart. Nothing can make a parent happier than that. I see she's adapted because she loves her new school. She's got a bestie. She's got a crush. And she has a frenemy. So she has all the makings of high school. The other reason why I would say I'm happy is because I have 2 young ladies that I hold dear to my heart. You know, I'm that kind of person that I love. My love is quite silly. You know, you could do what you want to me, but when you do it to somebody that I love, it hits me twice as much. So I call them my 91ers. You will get to hear of them because they then would feature in that loud silence. Remember, there was a whole break from your March to me saying I am back, I think around your August, I think. So we're going to have to go back to what happened, and they feature a lot. But they are part of the reason I'm happy because they are now doing well, the both of them. So it would then be my daughter. It would be my 291. They were born in 1991, so I call them my 91ers. Then it would be somebody else that I love very dearly, whose love took a lot out of me. Not how she loved me, but how I loved her. How my love for her, yeah, I think that's the right English, took a lot of me this year. Took a lot of work. Yeah. So she calls me, believe it was on Wednesday, if not Tuesday, to tell me how okay she is. And in her trying to explain how okay she is, she says to me, I feel like my 2016 self. Do you remember her? And I go and I say, it was Gaga. And she goes like, but I wasn't saying it in a bad way. I was like, how could you ask me such shit? How could I not know your 2016 version when all I was doing was trying to help you get back to that version of yourself? Help you find yourself, help you know yourself the way that I know you are. See yourself as the queen that I know you are. So when she made that call and she told me that she has found herself, oh my, yo, you have no idea how happy that made me feel. So remember now, there's my daughter, my 91ers are doing good. There's a special one who's also doing good. Then again, there comes a 4th one. The 4th one becomes my TikTok baby. Oh, my TikTok baby. She's doing so well. So well. And now she's a 2, I remember. So she hides under a rock for reasons that I have to understand. So then she's been hiding away from me, and then I started trying to do a YouTube. Remember, she's even the one who taught me how to speak privately on TikTok. I'm thinking to myself, I need this baby now. But I get into the laptop, I get into a tutorial how to start a YouTube channel and whatnot. And then on that very day, she calls me, and I'm like, what? She called me. Normally, I'm the one who calls her to check up on her, you know. Because she would be, oh, I saw your call, I meant to call you. Then I just felt so bad because I was procrastinating. But today I thought I'm going to call. I said, you are good. Your timing is impeccable. I think I said the timing was anointed, not even impeccable. Because I tell her how I've been trying to open this channel, and then she takes it, she runs with the YouTube channel, she creates me a banner, she creates me all those like, subscribe, whatnot. I think they're called thumbnails. So she's also okay. She's the reason why I would be so happy. By the way, as far as the last videos are concerned, the external forces, remember I had 2 strikes. I had 3 strikes. And then I dealt with strike number 1. Strike number 2, I said, I kept saying, I'll come back to you. So then I did, I came back. Shem, I started the email. I said, the conversation dated, I gave the date, I went to my phone, I looked at the time, timed as reference, and then I typed. And then I said, as such, and I typed. And then I pressed send. And guess what? The response came back. Dear Miss Chika, after careful consideration, I was like, thank you very much. I'm not Ngaba Chika Gaiwan. And no shame. I am leg. You don't poop on my head. So yeah, in other words, as far as my externally, life is still showing flames. Yeah, I am still putting out fires. But I am so blessed to be going through a tough time that I am with my daughter next to me. You will also realize in the video that I said I thought I had uploaded when I spoke about somebody I couldn't look in the eye. It's her, you know. Anyway, I was counting all about these people that things are happening in their lives who are making me happy. So now we've addressed my TikTok baby. So obviously I'm on this gradual high. I am happy. The other thing is that I am sleeping like you would not believe. You would also understand why it would be important for me to sleep when you listen to the SABC insert. So now on Friday, remember I got a call sometime in Wednesday. I spoke to my TikTok baby beginning of the week, so already there are 2 wins. Then on Friday, I meet a friend of mine that I haven't seen since 2002, most probably, just in passing. But I haven't spent time with since 1995. That's this love that I talk about. Maybe it's that empathic. Is it empathetic or empathic? The one that makes you an empath, whatever. She's now going through a divorce. You know, I know what that means. She has to come back home. You know, I know what that means. The only difference is with me, my divorce happened with no child. She's doing it with 4 kids. And I had a plan. I had decided to leave a job. She's not necessarily, life decided for her. So, you know, then you would want her to be okay. Then we start looking for jobs, because we know first thing that we're going to need when she comes back would be to make a living and find a place. You know, starting from scratch is no joke. It takes a particular breed to be able to do that. As much as I think I made my relocation look so easy, one of my 91ers wanted to follow suit, and I had to stop her. Anyway, then on Friday, I go see this friend of mine. She arrived on the Thursday night, so I go see her with my baby girl on Friday. And I get there, not only do I see her, she's happy to see me after all these years. I see her little sister that I once took in during my bloom years. Then the father was there, the mother was there. The warm welcome that they gave me was so humbling. I get now to know that the younger sister has a 20-year-old, which means that probably could be now my granddaughter, as much as my own daughter is only 14. They walked me to the car, but that is not what made me happy. What made me happy was that she found a job. It was like, what? You just got here last night? On Thursday, Friday, you tell me you have a job? This is huge. And she keeps downplaying it. No, it's nothing much. I'm saying we don't measure, we don't care what it is. The fact is, friend, you have a job. That is one big thing that we have to tick off the list that we need to worry about. So I come home and I'm now so happy. I am so happy. I slept less. You know, I slept less. As much as I was sleeping a lot, but not in a bad way. I did not get sleep deprived, or my sleep did not get disturbed. But I was on such a high, I couldn't sleep. I would put it like that. Only I did sleep. So we can then just say probably my dopamine went a little bit higher than my serotonin. Serotonin would be the sleep chemical, dopamine is the happy chemical. But I then got on such high, I slept less because, I'm tired. My body's tired. I want to sleep because it's December. You want to go and live. Imagine me who's taken from the 1st of December to the 15th of January. As soon as my daughter finishes writing, it sounds like a sabbatical because I am exhausted. I am taking naps during the day, something that I never do. That's how much sleep I have. But since Friday, I'm like so drowsy. I want to sleep. It's like I'm on the bed, but my mind is smiling. So I'm sleeping late. It's because I'm so happy for her. As if that is not enough. Then on Saturday, a friend of mine sends me a TikTok. She says, check this boy out. I'm sure you're going to like him. I fell in love with that boy. Oh my gosh. Okay, now I feel like I'm blushing. Okay, let me put it out there. I think he's 27. I'm not sure yet. But he is so brilliant. He is so smart. He sounds like such a version of me. What he says, how he says it. But he twangs, obviously. I don't twang, please. But he could be my son. And now he's the one who's got me on this high. Like, he really, really got me on a high. I am finding, it's in a good kind of way. I'm having a little bit trouble sleeping. I'm so excited. But I haven't crossed my threshold of sleep deprivation or sleep disturbance. But all I'm saying is that I am so happy to have met him. He's agreed to do a live. So yes, everybody, our live is finally coming. Remember, there would be all those people in my life who are doing so well, but they are not yet ready to talk about that. Because remember, the whole reason I have our father behind me is because I came to learn that talking about this thing is not easy. One would need to tap into a higher power. In my case, my God, So yeah, I'm happy. Yes, everyone, my name is Nangabachika. I have bipolar 1 and I am happy. You see, this is the kind of happy I get when my sister won't get it to say, I'm happy because it's spring. I'm literally happy because all those people that I've been carrying in my spirit, according to that movie, are now fine. And yes, my life is still shitty, but I'm happy. Everybody, I love you all so much. I can't wait. By the way, let me stop that. I'll never finish talking.